Okay, so so now we want to hit the right arrow where it says menu, and you'll see the screen. I don't know if you want to catch the screen, just so that you can be able to follow. So, so you hit the right arrow, then we'll go down to maintenance, hit the right arrow again, go to wiper exchange, you'll hit the down arrow, right arrow, and then where it says sequence, hit the right arrow, and then hit enter, and then we'll see that the carriage slides over, so it frees the head from the capping station. After this happens, you'll need to unplug the power cable from the printer itself. Don't hit the power button because it'll try to reseat the print head to the capping station. So we'll go disconnect it. Alright, so we'll see a flash, it says fatal error, that's okay. Then we'll give it a couple seconds. And then we can open this top cover, it just pulls open like that. And now we can see everything inside of the printer. We may need a flashlight here in a second. I don't know if it'll pick it up. So now we can freely slide this head around. So I'll move it over to the left hand side. Next we'll grab our paper towels here and our cleaning solution. And we're going to fold this paper towel just about the width of the amount of film that's exposed there to go over the print track. And we'll also need around 5 of these cleaning swabs to clean the capping station. So we'll fold this over.
How long does the maintenance take?
Maybe 30 minutes if it's...
Everything goes smoothly?
Yeah. And we want to take our cleaning solution, draw up. And we just want to saturate the paper towel here. Not so much that it's dripping, but we have to keep the surface of the head because there's a lot of friction going on when we slide this over. So we have to keep the surface of the head damp so that it doesn't dry out because the ink will clog. And so now we're going to place this on the print track. You want it to be close enough to what we call the guide rollers, which are these gray rubber wheels here, or rollers, because we don't want to make streaks of cleaning solution in the first print that we run. So next, make sure both of these sides are pressed down firmly, or the paper towel will bunch up on the head when it slides over. You should see some sort of colors there. So we'll let this rest for a second. If the printer is set idle for about as long as it's set, you usually want to let this set for about maybe 5 minutes and then slide it over to a newer section, a cleaner section, a paper towel. Let it rest for another 5 minutes and do that in succession until you see all of these colors fill the deal. Now, we did see a little bit of ink starvation there. I know there's ink starvation in the system because we had to reprime the cart. So I kind of want to let this set a bit, but let's just see how it goes. So after you wait for this to set on the surface of the head, we'll do what's called the shoe shine method, and we're going to just pull on either side of the paper towel and we'll shoe shine the head. And so this is going to make sure that any dried up ink that's on the surface of the head gets wiped away. You'll see all of the colors here. You see a little bit of the black try to dry up a little bit. And so this is why we run maintenance so often, because you don't want this to collect and collect, because the print head is the most expensive part on the printer at around $1,400. So it's very important to just waste a little cleaning solution and time. So once you take this, you can toss this. Now next, what I want to do is slide the head over. And you can maximize your time by cleaning the capping station while this is soaking. And then after another 5 minutes, you can slide it over. So you want to come on this side, and I don't know if we have enough light to get inside of there. Okay. Okay, so we have our foaming swabs, the foam cleaning swabs, and we have 3 to 4 sections of paper towel. So this is called the capping station. This is where the head goes to be seated after you're done printing, and it also comes over to what we call the spitting box, which is this metal screen right here. So I'll show you how to clean the spitting box in a second to drop any sort of inks. This is pretty much a brand new refurbished printer, so we don't see a lot of inks that have collected here, but usually after printing you'll see all types of colors in there. So we can slide this up. This is the wiper blade. This entire mechanism comes out. If you want to clean it that way, there's two sections here. You can either pull down and pinch to pull this out. So this wipes all of the ink from the surface of the head. So we can take this, add a little cleaning solution here, and I'll show you how to clean it without removing it as well. So we want to clean both sides of this, but again, the printer has never really been run. So usually, yeah, you see a little bit there. It's very important that when you reinsert this, that it's in the downward position, not in the upward position, because when the head makes its pass, it'll pop it out of the housing there. So make sure it's in the down position. Line it up. It's a little hard for me to get around this. You should hear it snap. And if you wanted to clean this without removing it, you can try to clean the surface like that, yeah. And then you can just lift up and do that.
Okay.
So I wanted to show you both ways of doing that.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so now we need to slide the top section of the capping station up, and we can see what's called the head cap, or the head capping assembly for the top of the capping station. So we'll saturate these foam swabs and we'll clean each section of these. We don't have to worry about the middle one because this is an 8-channel printer. This isn't a 9900. On the 9900 you'll want to clean this middle section. So we just want to make sure that no ink has collected here. But it's a brand new printer, so basically you want to clean all of these individually. So the yellow, where you see a little bit of the yellow, that is paired with the white, which is your LOK, and the other white will be on this side as well, which is your LK, that's paired with photo black. And you want to make sure that it hasn't formed a rubberized a seal almost around the print head. So you can see just a little bit of ink there, and that's without us using it at all. So next, what you want to do is tear the paper towels in half.
So guys, by the way, the reason we're starting with the maintenance is because it hasn't had maintenance since he brought it up here. He did a self-cleaning or something, but we're just starting with the maintenance, because once we get to the maintenance, then we'll get to the fun stuff on how to actually print stuff out.
How long you guys have this?
Huh?
How long have you had this?
When did you bring this up here?
Probably a couple months ago.
Yeah.
Almost. And so all we're doing is tearing this so that we could fold it. And we're going to clean the spitting box, or that metal screen that I talked about. So right now we're just folding this around the same width of this. And I try to pre-fold these so that we can maximize the time. Don't have to keep stopping. Okay, so this printer is set up on a slant. So we want to kind of keep this pressed against the bottom so that it can catch any cleaning solution. And we just want to fill this metal screen and draw it back on the plunger. And then we'll just lightly press against the spitting box, and we'll draw up any sort of inks that have collected there. You can start to see the colors.
Wow.
And I'll only do this twice because it hasn't been run. So usually you'll see white ink collect there, and you'll do the same thing again. Support the bottom, draw back. You can press. So what we're trying to do is limit the amount of dried ink, or ink that can dry inside the capping station, so you prolong the life of the capping station too. So you can toss this, and now once we're done with that, we're finished with the maintenance. You don't have to slide this back over. It just makes the printer start up a little bit faster because it doesn't have to move the carriage back. Press the cover. And then what I'm going to do is probably do what we call a power clean, or CO2 or CO3 clean, just to get ink flowing back through the head, because we saw that starvation. But I'm gonna just start it back up in the normal mode.
So you unplug it during maintenance.
Yeah, you have to, just so that it doesn't try to reseat itself to the capping station. If you just hit power, it'll try to reseat itself and it locks again. And a certified Epson tech saw me do it, and he shook his head in approval, like, okay, you know. So, because I always wondered, do the certified Epson techs do that also? When I saw him shake his head, I was like, okay.
J-Dan Gum here.
Yeah, well, hey, you might as well come back and...
What's up?
Now, this is J-Dan Gum. He runs a ministry called Forgiven Felons. We've been, good friends for a long time.
Good friends for a long time. You created our original logo that we still use today.
He married me and my wife.
Yep. And and now we're cranking it up, giving you more business, and you're going to teach a class for us for our felons coming out of prison.
Yeah.
Teaching them how to do all this stuff.
And I haven't even told them about that because I'm not that sort of person. But yeah, that's what we're working on. So
there you go.
We can complain about what's happening in our country, or we can do our due diligence to give back and feed.
That's right.
Feed the soul and the heart and the spirit and mind. So
yeah,
it starts with
Say
us.
hi. Say hi to everybody.
Snowman.
Snowman.
All right.
Love you, man.
Love you too.
See you, bud.